I'm live. Yep, we're live. This is just a vibe check. Chime on in if you listen. Yeah. Vibe check. Coming to you live from New York. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Can I give it a few minutes? Welcome. Hi. I see one person. Vibe check. How you doing? If you're listening, comment where you're from. What's your name? See. Anyway, so as always, my topics are always about the quantum physics, like an outside of quantum physics, soul attainment or soul alignment. So I'm discovering it myself, like at the level of experience that I am in it with it consciously. It's like being in a marriage without getting divorced so quickly. Like, it's hard to explain what that means, like how I am experiencing quantum physics or like spirituality, like, using the gift. It's more so being direct with your future, with what you desire, not so much being married. Hi, welcome. Make sure you hit that like button and let me know that you exist. I exist. So, I cut my hair. Thank you so much for the like. Hi, welcome. Hi, guys. I cut my hair like a couple on Valentine's Day. No, a day before Valentine's Day. So it's like in a pixie cut right now. I just have it slicked back for the moment. I'm in line, like, I am acknowledging my future, so I'm trying to look like what I look like in my future. Thank you. Appreciate it. You all are beautiful yourselves as well. In and out. But I'm a little bit stoned right now too. I literally just smoked. So yeah. So I'm a little bit high. But I'm gifted at the same time. So I'm blessed for it. This is not McDonald's, bro. But I can take your order though. Order received. Those are codes, but I get it. I understand it. Anyway, so let's just get right into the video. I don't really know what this video is about. I'm just randomly going off the top of my reality and in my mind. And so, like, I've been by myself in my reality. YouTube, you just cut me off. It's not your fault. Something wrong with the system. Not the first time it happened. Not taking it as a warning. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, regardless, about my reality, about our reality. Well, I'm not connected with your reality, but you're somewhat subconsciously connected. Well, we both are subconsciously in a way. If I might have influenced you yesterday, 9 out of 10, well, 7 out of 10, you'll get a dream. 3 out of 10, you'll get a vision, but it's a vision from the dream for you to remember. But either way, it all has to do with lining up ourselves. For some reason, I can't say that word today. Aligned ourselves in our correct timeline. The thing is, when it comes to us, you and me, we don't have a correct timeline. We're just present in each timeline. Each timeline that we are experiencing, that we be present, whether it is involving physically or involving spiritually, like in the mind. So right now, what the weather is acting up lately, that is a portal. That is it's like the heavens and earth is merging together, like the subconscious of the galaxy or the universe is mixing in with the consciousness of earth, if it makes sense. Like earth is just realizing it's a consciousness or it been, and then those who rise to consciousness realize this consciousness is associated with us too. I don't understand your language. I wish I had a translator. If I can get a translator in the future, like somebody who speaks all languages can just translate everything in the comments for me, that'll be great. Or YouTube, just come up with AI who can easily translate other languages for those who don't speak the language, like me. So, sorry, I couldn't understand what you were saying. But anyway, so how does consciousness merge with other consciousness? Does it happen automatically or willingly? Yes and no. In order for something to have to be a force, it has to be engaged, be involved with that particular energy. Like it has to know it's settled in it. But Earth never knew that it was. Earth always knew that it was consciousness. It just those who was like on the first dimension level of consciousness didn't see consciousness until they ascended in the fourth and the fifth dimension. It's not until when you're in the ninth ether you kind of already experience yourself already there. This is how like we travel. This is how we do it. We get our spirits there first. We get the mind there first. And sometimes we have to exercise the mind, put pictures in it, program it, heal from the old program, let go of the old system, let go of the old reality into the new. Because it's not so much that we were born to be in a program and just recognize it's a program. We are also supposed to create it, manifest in the program. Do things that it haven't seen itself done. Because this is how the ancestors lived throughout us. Through the stories that have been passed down. And whatever story has been passed down, that ancestor have a path in the afterlife. and before life, before its new life. And in its new life, it looks like you. It looks like the current version of you now, experiencing multiple ancestors, not just one particular one. You can experience like 5 timelines with 5 male ancestors, and you can experience another timeline with 5 female ancestors. At some point of time, these two groups, the male and the female ancestors, they cross paths. It's like merging. So with the weather, it's kind of giving me a reminder of like how a portal kind of opens in a way. If you are familiar how portals are open in your dreams, but the thing is, you won't remember how you got there until you start speaking to the other subconscious that's in your mind. But then that's just a pre-reality. That's a reality that's already happening right now. It did happen. But then when it actually happened in a different timeline, you will know how to control your frequency. You will know how to control your vibration. You can be more aware and just sit back and observe and tune in, or put an action forward. But a lot of times we get so caught up of trying to travel and try to be present and be high vibrational at the same time. We forget like this one particular step. Like we always say something is missing. In each experience that we keep saying that, we're talking about equilibrium and separating ourselves from our morals. But during the time of the travel, of opening one mind and going to center, is because it's okay to sin. You're centering yourself if you sinning, but you're not descending. You're actually uplifting your consciousness, because in reality, in order to get to heaven, one must go through like pain, pleasure, all the things that connect you, to your mind and your spirit automatically. And yes, our subconscious can be programmed before we acknowledge it, and then we realize what type of loop or what sets, what movies we've been on, what characters we've been playing. Like once we fully connect our chakras, because like my chakra does this too. Like it will reset itself, or it will shut off on its own, not because I needed or I wanted to. There is a period of time when you're in space in your mind, and when you're in space spiritually, and you're dealing with things on earth and physical, but not in spirit. This is where they get the concept of like fight or flight mode. Like you're in and out. How do you know when your like chakras are blocked? You won't feel like your usual self. But then that depression and that anxiety is a key to get you to ascend, to go back in a higher consciousness. You're like, I don't want to be like that again. I don't want to feel like that again. I don't want to be like this around these people, because I got to think small-minded and a lower consciousness when I know my own high Q and I know what I know. I can separate myself from the normals to the normals, but at the same time, that gets exhausting to a creator. And that gets exhausting to your manifestation, what you have to do, what you have to keep to order to keep going in life. And a lot of times, like the spirits that are around us, they have, they are not necessarily the key. They're the key to the program that can turn you on and turn you off. Stop stop letting everybody have access to your wealth, access to your physical, access to your mind, and access to your soul or to your psyche. Because at the end of the day, when you're trying to manifest something, you will sit on procrastination. It's not you that done it. It's whatever that was being programmed to your subconscious for you to believe that this is your reality, that this is what you want, that this is what you chose. But at the end of the day, everything is in divine timing. When you leave something, like let it stay in the past, stay in the past. You can always fight your lower consciousness. You can always fight the negative side of you, the doubtful side of you. Stop having people with low vibration. Don't let everybody come to you with their problems, because their problems end up being your problems, especially if you're an empath and you start absorbing and seeing their outcome, it actually become your reality. They're doing that as like transmitting your consciousness into theirs so that they can live your timeline while them experiencing the pain and the ups and downs, all that good stuff. It's destiny swapping. It's not really destiny swapping, because none of them can get through the lessons or just grab the knowledge. Some of them do just deserve the knowledge, run with it, and twist it out on their own. We do this every day. It's just a human thing to do. And it's called perspective, which I get, but there's another word besides perspective when it's the opposite of somebody stealing your story, stealing your personality, stealing your light. That's why I'd be careful who I hang around with, who I let touch me, because at the end of the day, when I do know somebody is just disrespected their boundaries, all right, touch me if you want to, but watch what my ancestors do to you. So, and they say I don't have to worry, I don't have to like keep flinching. And they said sometimes a hug is a good thing, sometimes I need it. I was kind of praying for it last night, and then when I went to get it unexpectedly, I didn't want to receive it, because a soul of mine told me that I've seen this person in the future, what they are capable of, and I don't like their energy. So I don't need their vibration around me. I don't need their thoughts to keep me here. But at the same time, the more I get to know this and like particular energy, you can tell when an energy is like manipulating itself in your reality by wanting to belong to you or wanting to be with you, having the desire to do with anything with you. But there's a trick. And the devil always comes in disguises. So do we. Like, as of me, for those who don't know about me, I am a dark and light. I am an earth angel and also demonic at the same time, because I experienced both. Not because of my experience, it's just what I chose. Because I'd rather be multiple dimensional than just one particular line, have one particular power, have one particular type of consciousness or thought. And I can't move outside if I can't move my mind on the inside. Because the outside kind of have to match with my vision or the way that it was consciously projected onto me. It should be exactly that. But Earth is funny. This dimension is funny. Earth is realizing it, but hell, Earth doesn't know how to get out its own program. And it wants to. But I'm like, I can't. I have dreams where I'm in some type of field or whatever. And each time I'm in this field, it's always a different people, not different settings. Oh, sometimes one moment it'll be a tree there, next minute it won't, or it'll just be me standing there, and then I see a bunch of other people that might look like a face in my reality, but like, I don't know, a different being. And it's like I'm being some type of spiritual therapist, like. And then there are moments where I'm in a train too. I explained that so many times, and I'm still having that dream where I'm in a train and I talk to somebody subconsciously, and they realize they're in a dream, and we end up like being lucid in a way. And half the time we can do what we dreamed in our reality. Half the time, most of the time, no, because I realize there's a danger to that as well when you mix certain dreams in reality that you're not supposed to be in timelines. And then that's where the anxiety, the depression starts to form in, because it's telling you you're off path. And when you're in low vibration, it's telling you you're off key. You're off the scale. You're not supposed to be hanging around this particular person, because this is what you saw in the mind that they can do to you. Now that you have confirmation in reality, as a creator, from a god to a god, we need to stay away from the sleepless mortals. Only the ones we can vibe with consciously, like who are woke, like who believe, oh, I believe in magic. I believe in using energy. I believe in the power of prayers and yada yada yada. Getting what you want. Not worshiping, but just being a creator of themselves. It's fucking frustrating. Trying to find my people. I'm not judging. I am, but at the same time, I'm like, damn. Like, that's all I can say. Like, we did this to ourselves. You gotta learn shit to eat shit, and that's is what it is, type of thing. But now that you know what you don't want and what you really desire, it's time to clock it. Time to clock the dice. Like, literally, clock your time. Because as a creator, as a manifester, your time as a dreamer, traveler, whatever you want to call yourself, God, sure, consciousness, spirit, flesh, the human, whatever, ego, who gives a shit? But I'm glad you care for titles, but that's cool. Nozzle, you'll get rid of that eventually. I used to be like that. I used to care about the titles. But now, when you separate yourself from titles, there's only one consciousness, which is consciousness. But then, when you get back into titles, and you know how to calm yourself in every timeline that you're in, you know how to play the character. You know how to receive, and you know how to reject. You know what's good for you, and you know what's bad for you. We are learning. And sometimes chaos can bite me in the ass if I go in for seconds. Like if it's dessert or something, and I'm like, don't do that. Keep going. It's a waste of time. It's a necessary chaos energy that you might need, like a pick me up. But there's other ways to get that euphoria feeling outside of chaos. It's in happiness. Simple as that. It's hard to be happy when reality kind of looks miserable, but that's just your perspective when you change it. Just change your perspective. Like, in order to do that is to come with yourself, like literally come with yourself. Bring all of you to yourself and say, look, bitch, we got a problem. I'm not calling you a bitch, but look, divine, we got a problem and I want to solve it. And then this is a new saying that I give myself: children causes problems, adult find solution. But my inner child also knows how to solve the solution if the adult is acting like the child. So it's verse psychology. Sometimes you have to do that in order to get in the correct timeline, because this is how most people do it, but they're not going to tell you. They're not going to give you the secret. When you are in pain, tell yourself the opposite. I'm happy. I'm glad that this happened. I'm so relieved that this was for me and only for me. Like, be that delusional to the point where it's not denying it. Like, you can say all this shit like, oh, I hate what this person did. I dislike what they did. I want to see them suffer. Instead, verse psychology yourself like, I'm glad this happened. Thank you, universe. So that the universe don't fuck with you again and be like, okay, well, not necessarily the universe, you fucking with you, or for Christians, the devil fucking with you. Like, just don't let anything outside of you take away what is you, what makes you you. Like, this reality that we are seeing is a reality. Well, it's a reality. I don't know how to explain it. It's not a reality. It's a program of a fake reality to get to the nearest reality that we can possibly get within our mind. If it makes sense. Like, you think you're in one exit when you like finish a mission, finish a timeline, finish doing a job, having this particular life. No, after that life is another life. You still got to keep creating. You still got to keep going until you see yourself when you see yourself. And I can't put an age. I mean, I can see that, but my ancestors warned me about giving out time to some people. I can't always give time out to some souls on this planet or in this dimension. I just can't. Not even my own family. And I can't write down the time of what I see in my vision. And what they do is they block me out from, well, they don't block me out from seeing it. I still see it, like my Akasha records pre-program it. Like, it takes snapshots. And then when the moment happens, I'm able to flip back and I'm like, oh shit, this shit is awesome. It's not awesome. It's awesome. It's a curse and it's a gift. Because you don't know when you're gonna see these moments or be in these moments of life. It's just, your soul is traveling. You're not dead. You're not yet alive either. Not yet. Like, I'm at, like, I'm alive, cool, great. But am I living? I'm a slave right now, but then I'll eventually get to live. Because I gotta work for what I see in my mind. So I'm the only one that's being physically moving in the spirit, in the mind, in the body. Like, I have to work for it. One day I gotta be a robot. One day I gotta be an AI in order just to bring all this shit together. But sooner or later, I'm hoping to break that for us. Just like how we don't really need magical herbs to do spells. We can just do it with our voice. You can thank me for that. I broke that. So, it's all in time. I just don't know when. I don't know when. I'm just like, damn it. So that way, like the next reincarnation, we can't say we forgot about ourselves again. And I keep asking myself, how many times we did this shit and then forget, but then remember. And it's always close to our 30s or like in our 20s and teenage years where we're consciously remembering who we are. And I'm like, okay. And like, I gotta break that. I gotta figure out how to make a part of me just full on blast fucking remember. Like, the Matrix will give me a false image or like a false reality of what I remember of myself. And then once I enter and spirit can actually give me confirmation, like, okay, this was true, this was real, and I can move forward. It's kind of like when you're at that stage, it's like a unfinished business. You're the unfinished business spirit. You're still searching and gathering all your information. But it's not just your consciousness. It's about 50 other types of consciousness within you trying to rise to that level. It's more than that, but I'm not gonna count. They want me to count, but I'm like, I count for what? It's already a year. Like, there's no need to count. Just keep going. You don't need these matrix portals to enter the matrix to create your reality. Like, use the fucking mind and the physical. If you can get it that day, get it. If you can't, wait till the next day and get it that day. It's like hopping up on a train to the next stop. Oh shit. That's what I gotta do. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna remember. I'm gonna remember, but I'll come back once I see it actually worked. I'll be like, okay. It's like going through these doors, collecting yourself. Like, all right, enjoy it. Like, don't be sad about your old life, about the people that are no longer in contact with you. Like, I don't want to be that asshole to just say get over it. Like, do whatever is necessary for you to do to release that energy, whether it's negative or positive. Because at the same time, when both is on the scale and they both wane equally, it can be like a full moon or it can look like a crescent moon. Like, would you rather be in the full moon at the end of the tunnel when you get there, when you get off the train, you want to see a full moon? Or when you get to the next stop, you just want to see a crescent moon? You only want to see half of the vision, half of your manifestation. Like, discernment is the key. Because discernment is, it gets what you want in the end. Be direct with yourself. And be direct with the God or source or yourself, whoever you need to help you in that timeline. We'll be there. Oh my God. It's all in a matter of time. I see it, so I'm like, I've been seeing it all day. Not just my own timeline, but like everybody else's. Like the whole fucking world. Even the dead. Like, I can see their timeline too. It's hard to explain how I can connect myself with them that easily. Because I look at myself in that same reflection. Like, not literally. I just tell them that to make them comfortable. I'm like, thank you. But then it could be true. I'm like, okay. So yeah. And don't worry, we'll get there. I've been seeing good things about the future. It's just the bad shit that are happening is not the real reality. That's just a distraction to get you in more vibrational, to get you worry about this, to get you worry about that. Stop worrying about other people. And again, if other people are coming to you, cut them off. Sometimes don't even invite that door open up again. This is a chapter to be closed. Did I just see myself close a book? I just did. I was like, nope. I'm like, okay. Spirit gave me confirmation in the spirit or in the flesh. Wait, I'm so confused. Yo. Like, it's in the mind, but it's, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, just maybe 3 or 4 days, possibly longer than that, till I'm there. And then everything, all what you see in the background in my reality will change. No more looking like this. More feminine. I see that in the future. More protective of myself, who I let in. I like that future. It's gonna be a good future, and can nobody mess it up. So, it's only if I allow it, but then that's just because I need the chaos or something to boost me up. And that's if I allow it. And I learned to control that impulse now. It's like a rush. It's like when you're intimate with somebody, but not really touching, and just like, why not? It's safe. And then Sky Daddy's like, no, this is not the same. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how to explain it. But, anyway. I'll come back later for part 2. Or more videos, whatever. I'm not splitting these up.